Hey guys, good morning. I have another video for you today that was inspired by something that I had happened to me this week that's related to sales and marketing and about this fear that most of us have around sales and marketing being salesy and pushy. Like I hear this from everyone, like, oh my gosh, what if people think I'm salesy and pushy? And a lot of people have a lot of hang-ups around marketing. So I want to talk about this, and I will really want to talk about like what I think the key is so that you aren't feeling salesy and pushy and that you're really effective in marketing in a way that's really around building connections with people and really serving people instead of coming across as pushy in any way. So I'm going to talk about that today. So let me explain what actually, coaches. When coaches are getting started, a lot of us, we have a background in helping people, or that's what we're really interested in doing. And most of us have something super amazing to offer. Hey Laura, good morning. So glad you're here. We have something super amazing to offer, and most of us know that. We might have like some sort of doubts around it, but a lot of that usually goes kind of around clarity about exactly what we're offering and who we're working with and around the business side of things. But a lot of people that I speak to really have been like kind of coaching in their life already, or you're one of those people that you have people coming to you and like asking you for advice. And so I find a lot of coaches are naturally like good at coaching, but what really holds so many people back from actually doing the work and doing the coaching and what you've been trained to do or what you really want to be doing is really this holdback around the business side of things, and especially around like marketing, because so many people get really scared of coming across as salesy or pushy or desperate or saying the wrong thing, or what are people gonna think of me, like this whole thing that we have around the marketing piece of things and sales. And what I want to give you guys is it's a different way of thinking of it and a different way of really being able to do your sales so that it doesn't feel pushy or salesy or icky in any way, and it actually feels really good. And it's something that your client really, or your potential clients really appreciate. And so let me think about where I want to go with this. So this is what I had happen this week. And this is why I was really inspired to talk about this. So this week, we all of a sudden got some really cold weather here in Colorado. And if you know me, you know I love hiking, and I've been like out hiking all the time. And I took like a little bit of break from yoga because I just moved to Colorado and I didn't have a yoga studio. So I haven't been doing any yoga since I got here and really have just been out hiking. But this week it's cold and it's snowing, and I'm like, okay, I need to find a yoga studio. So I found a place that's actually like right down the street from me, and it's like super close. It's super cute. It's like small, it's quaint, like the classes aren't very crowded. Like it's really perfect for me, and I was so excited. And the thing is that the studio is like very high touch, and they have been with me as far as not high touch like touching me, but high touch as far as like high touch marketing. After I've already, like I found them and I seek them out. They know I'm looking for a yoga studio, right? But what they've done since I have like shown that interest, and I actually signed up for like a 1 month, like it was a special price for one introductory month. So since I've done that, like the owner has sent me like a personalized email. I met him because he taught one of the classes that I did. He sent me a personalized email, like, asking if there was any questions I had, anything I need support with, offering me like a special discount for the first month if I go ahead and I sign up before this month, expires. And then the other co-owner like actually sent me a text message, and she's like, hey, I'd love to hop on the phone with you and just make sure that you can get the most out of your, month-long membership and see if there's any questions you have. So this is the thing, like, obviously they want me to sign up to be part of their studio because that's marketing, right? And that's their business and that's what they want. But I want to sign up for yoga anyways. It's something I want to do, and so I really appreciate them actually making this extra effort and reaching out to me and really like supporting me and seeing if there's questions I have. And I thought it was super nice, and it only makes me like more excited for their studio because I feel like I'm more a part of it and connected to them, and like they're, I just have that better connection as opposed to like going into a studio and no one ever reaches out to you, no one ever makes that effort. It's just kind of like you're just a face. And so I think that we can really take this and use it in our marketing. And it's really what I teach my clients to do, like really this high touch marketing, being willing to reach out to people, being willing to like put in that effort and really build those connections with people. And it doesn't have to be salesy or pushy at all. But there's some key differences. And so I want to talk about that because so a lot of people come to me after they've been part of like a network marketing company, maybe like, some people have done like Beachbody or, like essential oils or supplements, whatever it is. But this direct marketing system, or kind of like the way that they teach you to market those products, doesn't really resonate with a lot of my clients and the people I work with. And the reason that I think that is, and the big difference in the marketing is that when you do this, when you do marketing for like multi-level marketing, a lot of times you're reaching out to people who they haven't first reached out to you, and they haven't shown that they have any need or interest in what it is that you're selling. And so you're just going to them and being like, hey, I have this great product, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like that isn't always the case, but a lot of times that's what they want you to do. They want you to reach out to like everyone you know and be like, hey, you need this. But really what I find that feels so much better and makes so much more sense, because looking at that, like that way of marketing is like if you're going door to door. And I think about this, like a while ago, I had someone come in and knock on my door, and it was someone like soliciting their religion, you know what I mean? Like religious stuff. And I was actually like pretty angry about it because I was in the middle of working and I was on calls and they're knocking at my door and they're like, I'm like, I don't want this. Like, I'm not interested in this. And you just came to my door, like trying to push it on me. But it's very different than if you have someone who comes to you and they show that they're interested in what you have to offer, or if they've shown you that they're looking for what it is that you do. Let me know if that's making sense to you guys. But I think it makes a huge difference. And once someone has shown you that they're interested in what you have to offer and what it is that you do, then you really taking that initiative to reach out to them and build those connections, I think is just like a game changer and can grow your business so quickly and really allow you to connect with people and to build that know, like, trust factor with people. So the difference between like going and trying to push things on people versus putting something out there, and that's really what I teach with marketing as well, is that we're creating something that we can put out there for people about what it is that you specifically offer. So having that ideal client, having that specific offer that you have, putting it out there and allowing the people who are interested, or putting it out there in front of the people who you think are potentially interested, and then allowing them to come to you and say like, yes, I'm interested. They've shown some sort of interest. And then you continue to reach out to them and build that relationship. And I really say coming from a place of serving versus selling. So they've already said, yes, I have this problem. Yes, I need help on it, or I'm interested in help on it. And then you can reach out from a place of like, let me help you, or let me see how I can help you, or if I can really help you, and really taking that initiative. And the people who are willing to do that, I really find that their business takes off a lot quicker. And that they get a lot more traction in their business than the people who just kind of like sit back and are just like, I'm just going to wait for people to come to me. And like I said, it's a balance, right? Because you're still making sure that you're speaking to the people who have shown some sort of interest, but then you're taking that initiative to reach out to them and to really build those connections, just like my yoga studio did to me. And I really appreciate it. I wasn't like, oh, these jerks, they're so salesy and pushy, like what are they thinking, like leave me alone. I was like, no, this is so nice. Like I love that they're like taking this taking the initiative to reach out to me and see how they can support me better. So does that make sense to you guys? Let me know. You're all being so quiet. And let me know if you have any questions about that at all. But I think it really helps if you can shift this mindset around selling, around serving, and really helping people, as opposed to like, oh, I need to market and it's icky, because it doesn't have to be icky. You're literally helping people with a problem that they're like desperate to solve, something that's like ruining their life, maybe ruining their relationships, their career, whatever it is. These people have some pretty major things that are going on, and you guys have solutions to help them. And there's a lot of people out there searching. They're out there looking for these solutions. And you can be like, hey, I can help you. Let me see how I can help you. So, questions about that at all? Let me see if I had anything else I want to add. I think that was it. It's kind of a short one, but like I said, it's inspired by my yoga studio, and I wanted to share that with you guys because it's something that I hear from people so much that they're just scared to like reach out to people. And like I said, when I teach you marketing and when I teach my clients marketing, is that you make sure, first of all, that you're getting in front of the right people and that they have shown an interest. And then those are the people that you're continuing to build that relationship with and seeing, how can I help you? And that's why I really teach Facebook marketing, because it's a great way to get you in front of the right people, and people who already can say, yes, I'm interested in what you have to offer. And then from there, you can really build that connection with people. And a lot of the people in my community are more like introverted, and that's why we're really good at connecting with people one-on-one and like building those, deep, meaningful connections with people, which really is going to make you stand out, and have people wanting to work with you and really trusting you and feeling that connection with you. So I think it really is a way to set yourself apart, especially for those of us who are more introverted or are on the sensitive side. Like, be willing to use those natural talents you have to like reach out and build those connections with people. So, all right, that's what I had for you today. A little bit on marketing. I hope you find it helpful. If you catch the replay and you have any questions, let me know. If you find that you're getting stuck with marketing and really this mindset piece, and you're wondering like, how do I get out there in front of those people who are interested in what I have to offer, so that I'm not like cold marketing to friends and family and people who haven't shown me any interest, so that your marketing starts feeling a lot better. If you have questions about how to do that, let me know, because that is my forte. It's what I love helping people do, and there's some really awesome systems you can put in place that are going to help you do this super easily and just like grow your business so much faster. So if you have questions about that, I will put a link somewhere around this video, and you can just click on it and sign up for a free call with me, and we can talk about how you can do that in your business. And that's definitely if you're interested in really like growing, I'd say like a successful coaching business where you can make a full-time income, then you're really going to want to start looking at like, how can I put these marketing systems in place that get me in front of those people, and then I can really start making those awesome connections. So, all right, ladies, thank you for joining me. That's what I had for you today. Oh, Rachel, let me just see what you said. Yeah, so some tips on Facebook marketing. I teach people how to use Facebook ads, Facebook group, and it's really like the whole funnel, and that's why it's hard for me to like do a video without getting really specific, because the thing is like, you can use Facebook ads and waste all your money and not get any results with them. And there's really like specific ways that you need to put them in place, and you need to know who your ideal client is and your messaging, and understand how to pick your audience and understand how to target and understand how to set up the ad right and use pixels and like all these different things. And it gets really complicated. And that's why I don't go into it. It's actually something that I do teach my clients, and I go really in depth in this and teach people how to set up Facebook ads. I actually have a Facebook ad expert that works with me and with my clients to help with this, because it is somewhat complicated. It's very cool and it's amazing once you learn it. Like, it's a tool you can use forever, but there's a lot that goes into it. So that's why I don't typically go too in depth about it, because it's a little complicated. But I'd say like Facebook, and using like a group. And also you can build an email list too. And I really go into specifics with that, but those are the main tools that I'm typically recommending for people. So yeah, I know that's the thing, like online marketing, it just gets, there's so many different ways to do it out there. And I know some ways that like really work well. But it gets a little complicated to explain. So I definitely like, teach people how to do that like step by step and set everything up. But it's a mix of kind of using those different tools. And so when you know how to do them correctly, like they can be amazing. I've used Facebook ads almost from the very beginning of building my business, because I worked with health coaches. I worked with health coaches all along, even when I was doing health coaching. I was health coaching with health coaches. And then switched to business coaches. So I wasn't necessarily like connected to a lot of other health coaches in my life. And so I needed a way to get out in front of these people, that wasn't like in person. And so that was using online marketing. That's how I first, came across Facebook ads and started using them. So I've used them from the very beginning of building my business. And I think they're an amazing tool, and one of the tools that helps you like really grow your business the quickest and have a good system in place that can allow you to get consistent clients and consistent income coming in your business in the long run. Because otherwise, like sometimes if we're doing in-person stuff, we kind of go through our network and we're not really being able to be super specific about who we're getting in front of. And I still think like in-person marketing could be awesome. I still think it's something that everyone should give at least a try. But when it comes to really getting specific and building your business, and wanting to work with like a certain target market and get known as the expert in an area, and be able to do sales that feel really nice because you're already, those people are already saying like, yes, I'm interested in what you have to offer. That's where like Facebook ads and Facebook marketing and really learning like that system is pretty amazing for that. So, hey Carolyn, so glad you're here. Laura, you were asking how much I charge for Facebook coaching. So I don't do specific Facebook coaching. It's part of my program. So Laura, if you're interested in finding out more about my program, I would just suggest signing up for a call with me. I'll add the link right after I'm done doing this call, or doing the video after I sign off. So you could sign up for a free call, but it's part of the whole program, because this is the thing too. I don't believe in just learning Facebook ads. If you don't have the whole system in place as far as knowing how to convert people after you do the Facebook ads, how to convert them to clients, it's not going to do you any good. And if you don't have your messaging on point, you could do Facebook ads and it's not even going to matter. You really need to know your ideal client, your messaging. And that's why I really believe in having the whole system in place and not just bits and pieces. Because I think it's really important. My end goal is always for you to actually get those paying clients, and I want to make sure that you have everything that you need to make that happen, and not just something that's going to be, random marketing, but isn't getting you those clients. And that's what I just want to say too, for any of you who have been like posting on social media or like doing all these things and you're not getting the results, and you might be starting to feel like frustrated, or like maybe I don't have what it takes, or I can't make this happen. Like that isn't the case, and truly you probably just don't have a good system in place to help you get those paying clients. And that can make a huge difference, because I went through that myself, where I was really doubting myself. I was like, oh my gosh, like why can't I make this work? What are other people doing, or what do they have that I'm missing? And I really thought that, But what I realized is that it was just that the systems I had in place were not working for me. And I wasn't getting enough leads in, I wasn't getting enough in front of enough people. And that was really the problem. So when you get that, like, it just makes a huge difference. So any other questions, you guys? Let me know if you do. You can always type them in later and I'll come back and answer them as well. But marketing can actually be fun. I love it. I love the calls that I have, the consults I have with people. I love like making content. Like, you know, it can be so fun if you're doing it the right way and you're specific about who you're reaching and you have like this good system so that you're marketing to the people who are actually interested in what you're doing and what you have to offer. It feels very, very, very different to market to like your tribe of people who are interested in what you have to say and what you're offering than to market randomly online or market randomly in general to just people who don't even really care about what you're talking about. Totally different feeling. And so I think it feels really good when you start to get like this following or tribe of people who are really interested in what you have to offer. And it really allows you to get those clients too. So, all right, I'm going to wrap up if no one has any questions. I'm just going to check. But thank you everyone so much who joined me. I think this is, let me see what you said, Carolyn. So Carolyn, I do have Instagram. And I do occasionally get people from Instagram, but it's not my primary tool. I use Instagram more for fun because I really love photography and kind of sharing little things about my life. So I do have, you know, a number of followers who I think are related to my ideal client on Instagram. But I'm not necessarily super strategic about my plan on Instagram because I primarily focus on Facebook. Is really like where all the planning and the strategy goes. I also post things on YouTube. A lot of you guys have probably found me on YouTube or have seen me on YouTube, but that's kind of my secondary strategy, and Facebook is really kind of like my bread and butter and what I really learned. So I always say, like, I think Instagram is actually owned by Facebook. So even if you're using Instagram, like, and if you wanted to use Instagram marketing and stuff, it's all run through Facebook. You actually set up the ads through Facebook. And so they're really connected. And so if you are using, or you like Instagram, there's a lot of ways that you can actually promote on Instagram as well through Facebook. So they both work really, really well together. But most people spend the majority of their time on Facebook. I think people spend an average of like an hour a day on Facebook. And if someone has one form of social media, it's typically Facebook, if you think about it. So it's a really good way to market and probably like the number one way to get in front of people. And it isn't the only way. Like, some people grow their businesses through like Pinterest or, you know, Instagram or whatever. But, you know, Facebook, like the marketing side of Facebook is just like really pretty magical. So it's a pretty cool tool to be able to use in your business. And like I said, it can also go over to Instagram as well. So yeah, you're welcome, Carolyn. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up unless anyone had any last questions. Let's see, where'd this go? If you do and you catch the replay, like I said, just let me know. But thank you everyone who joined me. Like, let's go out there and make marketing fun so that we can actually help all these people that really do need help. Don't hold yourself back from doing your business because you're scared to market, because there's people out there that are like waiting to work with you and waiting for what it is you have to offer. So it's just a matter of finding a way to market that feels good to you. And if you haven't, like I said, click on the link around this video, sign up for a call with me. We can talk about your marketing because, you know, I knew nothing about marketing when I started my business, and now like I really have a good understanding of it and what works. And I know like what really works well as far as growing a coaching business too. So it can make a huge difference for you. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Thursday, and I will talk to all you guys soon. Bye.